Welcome to Poppy's Poetry Corner. We finally made it to the time where rhythm and blues meets poetry and rhyme. Yep, we on the corner where it's safe to fire up your marijuana. But this room about to get hot as the summer, so you might need something chill like a glass of wine. Water does me just fine. Whatever relaxes your mind and help you recline after what might have been a hump day at work. Put yourself first. Where here nothing has to be rehearsed. Let me put it in reverse. The corner we back to is brought to you by Faith and Hustle. So it's some big hitters in this room, and it's okay to flex your muscle. Because we locked and loaded and heavily potent. Nothing corroded about our brain waves. Going back in the days where you could simply walk to the corner to find your muse. Or peep out the latest groove. We about to let the energy fill the room so it might get a little wet. Or fill you up till you get so high. Because around here, we get praise when your stuff is fire. So let us begin. Welcome to the corner, my friends.
Think root. Living in rot. Gotta get the grout out of the situation, so Planet in Tech is Generation Z infected with viruses, AI, the kind firewalls can't protect against. Your Windows got Ivy Leagues claiming machines can reproduce the Apple Eve 8. Recreating sin on the logo of an iPhone. I guess we can put it inside of an Xbox since it links with Pandora's music. Spot the lie. I've been reciting rituals on Spotify 9 to 5. This world, Jumanji. You got to take a chance and roll the dice. Have a 50-50 chance of catching bullets from the apes out the pen or pens bleeding red, white, blue. Crazy how black stained the movement, but black last thing you choose and ask blue if he fuck with black. Ask white how many times it spilled red just to hang in the same rooms as blue. How many times it red switch sides pretending to be one with the gang. Saying Suwoo while dressed like a pig with a star icon on chest. Chastising those black ink pens for dying blue. After seeing they homies die red, I mean, I hated the idea of purple on black when it comes to skin, but purple might only be the option when we constantly showered in mother's tears. Purple rain, abused faces, the color scheme making a prince out of the street rat, rats running streets feeling like Prince, but nothing is permanent. Couple of holes in the chest can make a bleeding heart out of any man. Get it? We have been eating from rotten trees in hopes that the next bite might not kill a man. This the black ink ends up working for the pen instead of being trapped in a pen. Crazy how this jail cell has exactly 16 bars that reminds me to find out the beat I'm moving on needs to be Shazam. Write that down. Jot your insecurities and systematically preach lies, misinformation, spread as truth, and took spread and given a 808 or the church choir to inspire the fake rewiring of the ink pen. I mean the keypad. I mean the AI hardware attached to the IQ telling me black is the new orange, smartphone is the new brain, and poetry is old news. If there's ain't a bass line with a kick and a snare and a catchy hook, who gives a duck? I truck if your words never come out correct. I mean, did you even check if that pitch was correct? Oh, it's auto-tuned, auto-typed. Instead of the words you intended, I was talking serious till they paid me a bunch of honey money. What's that? Not what I said. Everything is fine. There is no war in America. Only fat Americans and school shooters, Negroes with too many rights. I mean, plenty of food to eat and kids trained to aimed in arms and black men trained in many talents dealing with music. There is no war in America. There is only truth. No, I'm not saying that. I wanted to say the truth, and you did, and now silence, or we will drown you in the same lead. I mean, the same tea where the parties be. Now lean to the left and on D. On what I tell you, there is no problems in this land of the free. Poem.
Sometimes the problem isn't what you eat, it's what's eating at you. Messing up your core with that bull you think is too heavy to push out, too afraid to release, afraid to face the mirror that holds your demon even when it looks nothing like you. You wear it like skin. It eats you slowly, tearing the best parts of you like a gut punch, feeling more like a stab the deeper it sinks in. Emotions all too familiar for me, but see, makeup will have to make do, rain or shine from the scars left from wounds heal, beauty marks, leaving indigestion, heartburn, and finally diarrhea, allowing the flow right through, stomach flip. If it's too hard to digest, don't. The heart will burn through most things when it's attached to the right vessel, so allow blood flow. Round those shoulders for easy slide off, especially not my problem situations. In other words, a failure to plan on their part doesn't constitute an emergency on yours. Carrying weight of echoed voices never help shape shift what's heard, when the only voice that matters is yours. And that's my piece.
Just talk to God like, why all these problems? He replied, Denzel, just open up, son, and I solve them. It's kind of hard to explain because there's so much on my noggin. I'm sorry, God, but he probably turned me into an alcoholic. Poem.
I couldn't walk, couldn't run. So I crawled to the pen and paper, inhaled the vapors of spirit. I couldn't hear it from the distractions of mind-numbing scrolling, holding my attention like a child that had something to show me. I was stuck, imagining myself writing, sitting still long enough to gather thoughts, to gather words. There was a missing concept between actions and verbs. Imagination was all I had, but it wasn't enough to write. My poetry bag needed filling while I was processing and healing, full of thoughts and feelings, but my body was unwilling to sit down, to sit still, feel the cup of poetry manifestations. So I crawled to the pen and paper to inhale the vapors of spirit to write again. That's my piece.
As I embark on this long and beautiful journey, I begin to fathom the thought that oftentimes left me feeling and believing that I was losing my mind, rightfully thinking that I was insane, the one to blame, emitting the light of those around me, those who said, "You're not good enough." Filled my head with so much chatter, but that didn't matter. Bruised and battered, I became my own hidden factor, realizing that I got royalty, got Jesus Christ inside my DNA. And the light of the sun became the picture that I captured after being in the dark for so long, and ending result from the actions that seemed to revolve around me, controlling me, making me feel wrong, cold as a December day, remembering the thoughts from the beginning of September began to play when I finally had the energy and the courage to convey, to change, to acknowledge the pain I felt, the secrets that I kept, because anger comes with depth. With words, I began to snap verbs, shortly turned to facts, hitting me with this sense of reality that I truly had no one who was supporting me. Because true support starts with me. Now that I have decided to stop performing, I'm recording, manually scripting, sifting to get rid of the many reactors and actions that kept on exploiting me, destroying me to become an actor. Using my God-given authority as covering, and I plead the blood of Jesus Christ to loose and bind the chains of demons that were once controlling me. I took up this fight with true strength, handling it right, remembering how the shoes I wore fit so tight. Now I'm focusing, restoring peace, becoming free on this beautiful journey of becoming me. Poem.
I love you. I love you. Te quiero mucho. I love you. And if you knew how much I love you, how much I think of you day and night, with a love that's based on action, a love that feels so right, if you only knew. If you only knew that you're always on my mind, and I prayed for this day that you would finally find my love, a love that sticks closer than a brother. See, this love that I have is guaranteed to make you shudder like no other. I'm talking real love that make you want to steal love, that race home early to put your Fago in the freezer so you can drink your chill love. I'm talking that forever love, that heat during the cold weather love, that your cousin told me you're sick, so I DoorDash you some food just so you feel better love. I'm talking that agape love, that Adrian and Rocky love, that love that doesn't seek to get something from you, but loves to get something to you. See, some folks have said, I love you, but it was lust disguised to fool you. Well, all the while I knew you, and I see you. I see you with all your flaws, and baby, I still love you with them all. If you only knew. If you only knew that I live to love you, to hold you through the night, to rescue in the darkness and be your blanket of light. I want to love you through your hurts, love you through your sin. My love that will give the reason for your heart to love again with a love that's unconditional and more valuable than wealth, with a love that keeps on loving until you learn to love yourself. If you only knew how much I love you, others' opinions will be worthless. See, before they gave opinions, my love gave you purpose. And my love will never judge you, but will meet you at your need and loose the shackles of your minds. Your heart can now be freed to love. If you only knew the cost I paid, if you only knew the cost I paid to prove my love to you, your response will be a life lived from me by a heart that's just as true. If you only knew how much I love you. With love so real, some say it's odd. You would open your heart and let me in to love you. Sincerely, God.
Vulnerability sucks. I mean, I'm honest, transparent. I show up, I show out. All this honesty, this freely given genuineness, it's who I am. I do this for me. I attract women. And in the draw, naturally desire pools, we fucking, that's typically the vibe. Short-lived desires, situationships, each stealing pieces of my soul. It's exhausting, I refuse. No longer interested. I want a quality woman, so I hold out. I pass up on these other women. I turn down quick fucks because I know what sex is like in love. And it's that bonded, emotion-driven, in your mind, you in mine, that even though we're exhausted, we explore each other soulfully attached, driven by the energy we emit, that shit. Thoughtful acts without asking, breakfast. She goes where I go. I'm willing to put in the time to build this. I'm willing to abstain for a greater gain, to build a bond beyond the dawn, where the sun rises with such beauty and intensity, even though it's blinding, you look on. They tell me I'm different. They tell me I'm rare. Two recently wanted to marry me, this without sex. It sounds good, but it's scary. The sad truth remains, they either got demons to deal, wounds to heal, skeletons to wheel, hidden coffins or attachments still, blatant immaturity, selfish will, kills. But how can someone who's become accustomed to the cold embrace the heat? Embrace love when all they've known is deceit. The world is so upside down, we look for love from a ceiling seat. They don't know how to love from a seat that's out of reach. The chaos lingers. No signal. I pray. Poem.
Ooh, that's my type of speed round, man. I love when they come through the corner and fire everybody ass up. Foul, foul, foul. It's a drive-by, bitch. Yeah, boy, welcome back to Poppy's Poetry Corner, the dopest poetry show on the planet, baby, and we powered by Coastal Sunflower Scrubs, the dopest scrubs, coast to coast, hands down. And yeah, baby, you heard it right. The corner store is now open, so tap in for all your blessed body needs. If this your first time, welcome to the vibe, baby. And if you're a regular, you already know you the heartbeat of the corner, man. Don't forget to subscribe, show some love, keep the vibes flowing. Shout out to the Rewind by Travis Little and the Spotlight piece you just seen from Half-Hearted. Both nothing but that fire. But big love to P.P.C, the best crew on the book, always voting as important and showing out when it's time, man. We're going to get into some goodness right after this, right? Shit, hold up, I got you. Oh yeah, y'all know we up like the sun. Season 3. What you thought? You thought we weren't coming with great poets and books? No. Hold up. They got it all. Let's go.
He knows so shameless hosting.
Be on the corner too.
So you know that shit is tight. That corner's a bad.
Y'all seen that? They some bad mother suckers with books and all of that. So I'm loving every bit of this, but let's get this show lifted. Y'all already know, man, my first King is a multifaceted artist from Memphis, Tennessee, combining the power of music, poetry, and personal storytelling. As a singer, songwriter, and mental health advocate, Denzel uses his art to unpack traumas, speak the truth, and offer a safe space for others to do the same. His word encourages listeners to find strength in their story and authenticity in their voice. For Denzel, this is not just expression. This is therapy, baby. And tonight, he about to get real therapeutic on this thing if he turned their camera and stuff on. I told people I'd be calling them out and stuff. They thought I was being untruthful or something. Oh yeah, he ready. Let's do this thing. It's the one and only Denzel. Yeah.
What's going on, Key?
What it do, King? How you feeling?
Good. How you doing? I'm blessed. How you doing?
Hey man, I'm blessed like the sun is out right now. That means I'm up, baby, because I got y'all
Amen.
on the show tonight. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing but good energy over here. So let's get
Amen.
into it, man. Let's get to it. You know, I got a couple questions, huh? So how do you infuse mental health awareness into your music and poetry without it feeling so heavy like?
Basically just being relatable. I think a lot of times we talk about mental health, people will be afraid to speak on it because as men, we don't like to look weak. But, I find the strength in the Lord. So I feel like the more and more I be vulnerable and what I'm saying is I get more strength by being vulnerable. So I say being vulnerable is how I make it a little less deep.
Hey man, I have never heard it twisted like that, but the fact that you open up to allow people to come in, vulnerability is a mug. I love the way you just put that, man. So with that being said, what's the first piece you getting into? I'm gonna spin this thing back around so we can get into the others. But what's the first piece you getting into tonight?
This junk called Never Knew. I just wrote this junk. It's actually a song. It ain't out yet, but it'll be out soon this summer.
Hold up. Y'all know what we do on P.P.C. First of all, no shh. And then on the other one, it ain't even out yet. So y'all hearing it first, right? P.P.C. exclusive, the one and only Denzel. Let's go.
My life is a testimony. Once you hear it, I hate shock. Rest against spirits and principalities while I'm at the bottom, but I ain't the rock. Rebuke your enemy, strongholds all through my family. Something want me to stop. Courageous, doing alone, scared and broke, overcome my fears, making out these bops. Ain't nothing better having Jesus in your life. It's a wonderful feeling. A lot of lonely, sad nights is how it is when you healing. Somebody gonna feel the way I'm feeling. I've been putting me first. I didn't turn to the villain. Somebody had to do it. Just gotta be willing. I'm in Cali on the balcony chilling. My story ain't over. It's far from finished. I praise his name boldly in public for all he's done for me in private. Why they bothering me? I mind my business. I don't say a lot. Really am quiet. Didn't think I can make it if I wasn't rapping about violence. Table turning. That was me. They beyond. Turn nothing to something. I know Cartrell proud of me. Looking down on me, smiling. Peace.
Oh, I absolutely love that piece. Yay!
But y'all know I love when he said it's music, but to me, all I heard was good poetry. You know what I'm saying? So when you putting it down like that, that means you can go one way or the other. It's going to be hot as hell anyway. You know what I'm saying? So big love to that king right there. Before we even bring my next queen up, y'all know we got to do a little commercial break because I'm shining, y'all. All of this went, let me get off me. Hold up.
Yeah, boy, aisle 7 at the corner store is now open. So y'all make sure y'all tap in with Coastal Sunflower body scrubs, baby. But believe we got more than that. We got that poppy seed just dropped. We got that purple haze, and you know it's that fire. We got balms. We got teas. We got the flavor you savor, all natural everything. So make sure that y'all tap in.
Yeah, we also have a poet in need, y'all. We actually got a couple poets in need. So every cash out we getting all this month is going to a poet in need. So if y'all like what y'all hearing, come on, man, tap in. We have to support one another. I don't know what kind of job y'all get, but this ain't got no benefits, y'all. When I go out of town, never mind, man. Personal issues, but yo, We have to support our own communities around her. Let's get into our next queen. My next queen is a creative force, a poet, author, content creator, holistic mental health advocate, and all-around visionary. Queen debut book, Multiversity Lyricist, dropped in 2023 and showcased a unique lyrical style that bridges poetry and cosmic introspection. Her journey spans merch. Yeah, y'all heard it. She got the hoodies. Y'all didn't see the flyer I played. Yeah, that's who this is right here. Oh, let me get back. Her journey spans merch design, Remind Me, podcasting, music, and a nonprofit collaboration, deeply connected to nature, spirit, and self-expression. Her work is rooted in healing, art, and authenticity. Let's go, making her second round on the corner, baby. It's the one and only T. What up?
What's up, Poppy?
Man, you know when the big friends in the house, I'm feeling extra big. You heard me. You know what's up. You know what I'm saying? We always on the same vibrations. So I'm loving the fact that you're able to come back around to the corner. So I'm going to go ahead and get to, my first question. Your book, Multiversity Lyricist, dropped last year. How did that process change your approach to poetry overall?
Overall, I don't know. It was a dream that I always had. So I figured if I could do that, because I've been procrastinating for a long time, but once I got it, you know what I'm saying? It was good. So now I feel like I can do more. I can do, you know what I'm saying? I can expand.
Yeah, you feel like you can do what?
Huh? I can do more.
Yeah, but what's the word? What you feel like? I can do. You can do what?
I can do anything.
You can't do anything. You heard me. I'm glad you showed yourself you can do anything. So tell the people where they can find the book. You know what I'm saying? Where they can tap in. Is it corner prices? So they'll know how to buy.
It's definitely corner prices, $10.99. That's basically free $99, and the ebook is $1.99. You know what I'm saying?
No, that ain't basically free. That is free. You ain't getting no around the corner like that. So they let you know she actually wrote it for a reason, not for the monetary. She wrote it to help somebody, even if it was just for herself. So I appreciate that. Where can they find this work?
Lulu.com, Amazon, Barnes and Nobles. You can Google Tierra Porterhouse and find it in other places too. It's all over. If you want a personal copy, I can order some. Just let me know, and I can sign it for you and send it to you. So.
See, y'all know that's what I be pushing for right there. That's what I be pushing for, to get that signed copy. So y'all do support in any way that you can. She on all the major platforms, but hit her up so that she can go ahead and get you a signed copy as well. Connect with the authors, man. That's the dopest thing out here is being able to read what they wrote personally to you about that book. Ain't nothing like that signature. So with that being said, what's the first piece you're getting to tonight?
The first piece is called Before Caged Birds Fly.
Whoa, come on through. Y'all know how T coming. Let's go.
I know this one all too well. Created to fly free, but feeling safer in the cage. It's a disease, an uneasy feeling. When you get this close to believing or seeing, even feeling the slightest bit of freedom, raised in confinement of the mind. Then, as I got older, observing, noticing, acknowledging, accepting what I need to leave behind, I opened the gates of the forbidden to explore potential power, what sat deep within my soul, and why one would want to devour the I am that soars high beyond measures and timelines and guidelines can kiss my wings unless directed by the Most High. When thoughts strike of fear, illusionary smears of bullshit playing loudly in my ear, I say as smooth as an old soul in a pimp suit, man, shut the fuck up. Every single time. Now I'm flying more often out loud, possibly standing out in the crowd, looking back at the stage and those who were caged with me. Well, I'll be. The cage is dang near empty. Influence. This is what happens when we give courage a chance. And that's my piece.
Well, now it ain't no fireman, but that shit was fire, man.
You already know that joint was fire. I didn't know where she was going, but I love the ending of that thing, man. Let's keep this show rolling. What's up to all my peoples in the house, man? We got B in here. We got Wonder D. You know what I'm saying? The I Am Enough team is in this thing. And all my big friends in here. And yes, that is your ringtone. I can do anything. Shout out to Chris and T for giving us a vibe to, you know, you got a vibe, the music vibrations, man. Y'all, if y'all don't know about that morning inspiration room, y'all better tap in. But that's for another story, man. Helen from Phoenix, Arizona. My next guest is a Billboard charting record artist, a poet whose journey into spoken word began in 2021. Known for his rich voice and bold delivery, he brings emotional honesty and spirituality depth to the stage. King poetry focuses on identity, self-worth, and divine truth, serving as both a mirror and a message. Whether writing, performing, or recording, his voice cuts through with power and purpose. Hey, it's the one and only Mr. Aaron Carlos, y'all.
Hey, now, how you doing?
How you feeling?
I'm blessed every day.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Welcome to the corner. A lot of people tonight, first time on the corner, so I'm blessed to have y'all on the corner, so I really appreciate it. So we're going to go through a question right fast. Coming from the music world into poetry, how did the transition shape your voice?
So I always say this: when you're in secular music, you're taught to say whatever it is that people want to hear. So you're presenting a narrative in order to succeed, versus poetry, which pulls from the soul. So it's connecting through real experience, through your darkest hidden trials. And the beauty behind poetry is that everybody shares in the life experience. So no matter the set of circumstance, we all go through loss, pain, love, success, failure. And when you speak from that, it resonates to the core of people. So I think that there is music that is that way, but secular rap music, it doesn't really operate in that light. So it's beautiful to have that outlet.
Yo, y'all answers have been so dope tonight. When I tell y'all it's Gemini season. Did I say that? I didn't. Well, it's Gemini season. But on top of that, it's also mental health awareness. So y'all, this is to get y'all aware and to know, to uplift them spirits. So with that being said, thank you for that answer right there. What's the first piece you're getting into for us tonight?
So this piece, I usually don't name my pieces, which is crazy. I need to get in the habit of doing that. I feel like they just kind of speak for themselves, but I know that that's, but this first piece is inspired by my childhood and by seeing my mother go through different trials. And so I think we use our experiences to voice. So let's just call this one, He Tells You He Loves You. So let's just do it. All right.
He tells you he love you, baby. Let me get up out of here. Y'all know a lot of people done talk.
All right. He tells you he loves you, but he lacks the capacity to love, the understanding thereof, the reach to follow up with what he speaks. The attraction is real. The idea, it's there. But he acts like he hears before he's shown the integrity it takes to love you in a conditional state. You're misled. You're hungry for love, so you're misfed. Not taking the time it requires to see past the mask, so you buy the disguise, only to realize after the fact he's been misread. Now it's too late. He's in your head, your bed, your bread. Abusive and manipulative with a hand around your heart and his foot on your heart threads. Fully vested now, thin spread. Putting your life on the line for this man. But he's more concerned with how you look on his arm and sexting a plan. No future to hold, no future at hand. Plane stuck in the air with no plans to land. He's got you. Gassed up until you're gassed out. Turning circles till you pass out. Nosedive, crash loud, rash route. Looking to be led. But the only place they lead you is through pain and too bad. It's the same games. Different men, same dance, same steps, Same pain, fed by your need to be heard, not realizing it's the games that they play that brings hurt. Putting everyone but yourself first, soul first, growth first, kids first. Shit hurts, but it's all lessons meant to teach you if you just learn. Better hold back and build a foundation before you fall past. Get a clear picture, get the whole facts. Don't bet big without the goal stats. You're a whole prize to the right man. I'm just tired of seeing good women fall in the wrong hands. I see my mother beat until she couldn't stand. As a 5-year-old, I didn't understand. But at least now I know how to be a good man. You deserve better, but you gotta see it. And when you finally do, you gotta believe it. Because what they put you through, your kids see it. It's a new season, gotta use reason. Because the same choices, only repeat them. If you know he's bad, then you gotta leave him. If you see the signs, then you gotta read them. If he don't build you up, girl, you don't need him. It's about more than love. It's about your soul's freedom. Poem.
If Jesus will, I guess it's okay for me to do it too. Yeah, that little piece kind of made me a little emotional. Only, you know what I'm saying, I resonated. So thank you for that piece, because I'm pretty sure if I did, other people did too. Very powerful piece, man. And the end, I liked how he gave the story, but in the end, he told you, let's get up, let's move something, let's do something different, man. So that's dopeness. My next one is a powerhouse singer, songwriter, and spoken word artist, originally from Chicago, now based in Illinois. Her art is raw, real, and rooted in live, real life experiences, addressing social injustice, domestic abuse, mental health, and survival. With her voice, she uplifts those who've been silenced and sparks conversations around the pain and power of healing. Every performance is both of testimony and a call of awareness, man. I actually been waiting, y'all. I ain't even gonna cap. You know, I'm friends with you when I deal with you. I've been waiting on this queen to hit the corner. So y'all know who it is, man, but you don't know what you're finna find out. It's Suave. Yo.
What's popping?
What it do, man? It's 3 seasons and I'm finally here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm loving it. With that being said, you know, I got me some questions. How has turning your personal struggles into art impacted your healing journey?
To be honest, my writing is, I really write for myself. So when I be writing, it's to acknowledge stuff that I've gone through and to be able to release it. But I have come to realize that the release also can help somebody else. Like my test can be a testimony to help somebody else to get through whatever they've been through. So I'm just here to help other people to grow and to mature and to be more themselves and to know that it's okay to be themselves. Know that when you mess up, it's okay. Get back up and keep on going.
Now I promise y'all we didn't practice this. None of these questions have been practiced, even though they are giving fire answers. I promise this is just off the top of their top. So I love that right there. And the fact that you are allowing your message or your testimony, your text to become a testimony for somebody else. So maybe they don't go through the same things. That is absolutely amazing. Y'all know I'm big on that reach one, teach one. And that's exactly what's going on here. So what's the first piece you're getting into tonight?
This piece that I'm going to do for y'all is called Biblical Journey.
Ooh, we all done been on them, baby. I done been on a couple. Hold on.
All right. I have been cursed since birth. Like Genesis, this is only the beginning. Because when she touched me, just like Cain and Abel, she was able to bury me way deeper than just the surface. I felt like I died that day. Was marked with lies, lost the gleam in my eyes. How could you imagine something so ugly to appear more beautiful? The serpent swallowed up God's law and purpose, cunning but never wise. He will always be one servant, slithering, sliding, looking for a greater service, a different place to hide, opening windows and doors to the darkest places where secrets begin to lie. A misleading fortune, not even zodiacs can show the sign. Swallowing more than just the serpent's pride. Captivity setting me up to die, pacifying me with a lie, passing over the word with that would inevitably help me to survive. And as the serpent passes through, leaving me without a clue, cause that's what stalking innocent prey would do, surrounding and feasting, ambition on seeking, intensely showing the proof of when the serpent starts devouring you. I touch the shrine where curses lie in deep fear of being left behind. For those who don't believe me, this is what being self-righteous will do. Boldly yet slowly, the serpent began to feast on my underdeveloped mind. Failing to nurture learning secrets can cause a divide. And due to my rhyming and less than perfect timing, a numbers game began to muster up a prideful rage. The serpent began to claim his stay in identity change. And identity change caused a great delay because I forgot how to be courageous and brave, to hold on to the promise in Joshua where the truth still remains. And as the serpent prepares to hold feast, I presumed my defeat, then asked God to console me. Those demons get controlling in possession, withholding truth so boldly. Then truth came in, warring with the judge whose sword was scolding. Serpents simultaneously started recoiling, retreating without me, knowing this prophetess would prepare me for new life from the one I had been destroying. And now I've been told I'm no good for nothing. But following famine and death took away all the doubt in me. So proudly I stand like Ruth for all the ones who doubted me. And now I got a new praise and a new shout because the serpent has been moved out of me. With humility and grace, my training takes place. And now I'm proud to see the books now in store, from proclaiming patience to a nation that I am a training prophetess, the evangelical training prophetess named Shaylin Harrison, otherwise known as Suave with the 3 E's. And please don't forget my 3 E's, because what? They are important. A new name gift that restored and that is restoring and rebuilding, repurposing my purpose. I once called destroy, distinguishing the establishment, prominent, polished for the crown God placed me in, to lead some minds to freedom where bondage quietly keeps them in, because the only way to freedom is to know God's faithful, no matter how bad the suffrage is. Poem.
Boy, I feel you on that shit. That gave me chills. Ooh, wait. Hey. Hey, when it talk to your spirit, no matter how it comes, it's going to give you some chills. It's going to shake some things up. I read them comments too. I wasn't the only one that was feeling that way. So that's heavy, man. Thank you again for that piece, yo. Much love for everybody who's in them comments. Y'all make sure y'all run it up. This their first time on P.P.C, man. Show out there. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. My next king is a nationally recognized poet, best-selling author, the host of the syndicated poetry show Spoken Heard, which reaches hundreds weekly. Based in Indianapolis, he'll tell me what kind of slam symbol founding is, because I'm gonna mess that word up. And the co-founder of a hip-hop church alongside with the hip-hop legend Curtis Blow. His debut book, Lost and Found Poems to Inspire the Fire Within, has touched lives across Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, and the charts, baby. Through faith and poetic purpose, King inspires transformation, reflection, and finally, he's back. You heard it. Ooh, man, that was so good. I almost blew out a rainbow. I asked you to come up here and do that. He ain't even went yet. Jeez, man. I know you know who it is too, man. It's Lex, y'all. It's Lex, the gentleman. You see how I just wanted to pop up and play something for you already? It just got excited, didn't it?
Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, how you feeling
Poppy,
tonight, King? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, feeling blessed, and I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me on.
Hey, man, blessings to have you in the house. You know what? I've never heard you or seen you not feel
bless or bring that blessing energy. So I appreciate the energy, man. You a light out here for everybody who don't know. Follow, and follow, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, everybody who think tag for one thing, he done rebranded the whole tag. Tag, you're it. Y'all need to go over there and catch a real vibe. Not saying this ain't, it's just another type of dopeness. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, what is the slam? Say the name, Nairobi.
It's so it's called the Nuyorican Poetry Slam. So
okay,
yeah, it's a Nuyorican Poetry Slam. It's one of the largest slams in the world. And I had the opportunity to be there when I was living in New York years back, and so I made it to the semifinal slams in the Nuyorican Poetry Slam. But it was such an honor to be on that stage. Because they're doing big things. Yeah.
It sounds like it. Where can the people actually find this book, y'all? The book is amazing too. Where can people find the book?
Yes, thank you. So the book is right here. Lost and Found: Poems Inspire the Fire Within by Lex the Gentleman. So couple ways. So right now, you can go on to Amazon, type in Lex the Gentleman, and it'll come right up. All right. So that's one way. That's the most popular way to get it. Also, Barnes and Noble site. But in addition, if you want a signed copy, go to lexthegentleman.com and put in your information. There's a form that you fill out, and you will receive a signed copy of the book. So Amazon or just going to
now he said go right to lexthegentleman.com and get your signed copy, man. Cut the middleman out. Let's make sure he get all the proceeds because he out here really working in these streets, man. He ain't just he ain't talking about it. He being about it out here in these streets. So from going from the slam to Amazon bestseller list, what's been like the most defining moment for you as an artist?
So the most defining moment, I would say, I do want to throw in too, make sure y'all follow me because I have an ebook coming out. So this is going to be an ebook version coming out soon. So make sure you follow me on IG and subscribe to my YouTube right here on YouTube because I got some new stuff coming out. But the most, I would say, the most defining moment in my poetry is really on my show. I had a Mother's Day show a couple years ago on my show, and I had my mother come to my show. She was a featured poet, and she spit on Mother's Day on my spoken word show. And my mother's the one they're so special to me because it's my mother, but that's who I get the spoken word
I was just
from.
Gonna say, so you get it from your mom.
That's
I was waiting on you to finish.
So that's where I get it from. That's why I get it. So for her to come on the show and spit, do her thing, and everybody was calling her Mama Lex, So for Mama Lex to come on the show, that was definitely the most pivotal moment because I almost lost my mother a couple years ago. She had a heart attack, and to see her literally leave and come back, and God bring her back to life in front of my own eyes, like our bond is like no other right now.
Man, don't make me emotional. That ended my time up here, y'all. So what's the first piece? What's the first piece you're giving us tonight?
So the first piece is called Pledge of Resistance.
Ooh, y'all, this king right here. Let me get out of Pledge of Resistance. Yeah.
Pledge of Resistance. All right, let's go. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation. Woven with the fabric of falsehood and fabrication, where stitchings of lynchings make mirages of integration and narcissistic nightmares are the only American dream we're chasing. Where pious propaganda is presented in media as facts, and different races race to rescue every culture group except blacks. The facts have been presented every day, another instance of the need for true rebellion in the form of black resistance. See, black resistance is not loud, but it's fierce. It's the breath that won't be stolen, the song that won't stop singing, the hand that won't stop holding, the same hands that held nothing but dreams and each other, that built futures out of scraps while they worshipped undercover. And that's the question, who stands for us? When more priority is put on pets than a suffering black soul. Who pays the price for prejudice when the love for money pays the toll, placing bounties on our head while black babies go unfed and black mothers identify sons who have been covered and read their rights that took flights before they ever got grown, and money meant for their communities is put towards spaceships that are flown. Who stands for the forgotten? Who's fighting for their future? Who stands up for the sister that while cooking they still shoot her? Her water was boiling, and now my blood is too. Being forced to back a system that has turned its back on you. We are who we are waiting for. The revolution lies within. And until we face these facts, this fight we face will never end. See, we've just been treading water. Now we must swim before we drown, realizing if we were not so special, they wouldn't try so hard to hold us down. The fate of the Black experience is now lying at the cusp. And Black lives, they will not matter until they first matter to us. And they won't matter to us until we know how much we matter to God. The one who sees and knows it all and always finishes a job. His rod and staff will comfort us as we stand jointly, bold and tall, under God, indivisible, with true liberty and justice for all. It's a peace.
Growing up, I learned a lot of my knowledge on the corner, and tonight ain't no different, because, boy, you just spit that right there. That's what I call some knowledge right there. Talk about facts. Shim, and you was waiting to come up too. Thank you for letting the man spit this time before you decided to make an appearance. But yes, you are so right. That was definitely a lot of knowledge he just dropped just then, man. If y'all missed half of it, go back and hit the rewind because my man's be spitting and I love it. Man, let's get into a commercial break right fast before I turn this corner back around. Let's go. Oh yeah, we got the natural way to scrub and make your body feel good. Yo, and we got the men's line. You know I be tapping in. Teas for your body and for your soul. Ooh, we in there. And ladies, we got the flavors you savor. Let's go. All natural, everything. Tap, tap, tap in. Tap, 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 tap in. You heard it. I meant that. Let's get it. Let's go. And don't forget, all proceeds taken on P.P.C tonight are going to a poet in need. Y'all make sure $1, $2, $5, whatever you have, because nobody really have nothing to spare. I ain't asking for what you got to spare. I'm asking for what you can give. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all get with the program. Let's get this show right on back around this corner, man. Denzel.
What's going on, Key? Hey, shout out to all the poets in the room, man. Y'all doing y'all thing for sure.
Hey, you are too, man. You know what I'm saying? You in the room too. We all in this house, darn it. We make the corner do what it do. So I appreciate you again for sliding through here. So you already know I got one more question on the mic. What message do you want listeners to hold on to after listening to your story?
Well, for one, keep the Lord first. Two, I say, man, it's cliche, but be yourself, man. It's too many other people out here in the world, and it's only one you, unless you got a twin or a triplet.
Still ain't but one you.
It still ain't but one you.
It still ain't but one you. And baby, God couldn't handle two of me, baby. So you know, never mind. Nah, that was definitely great advice right there. Great advice. What's the second piece you're gonna get into tonight?
So I'm gonna give y'all this joint I wrote. It's kind of somewhat of a like a song I wrote for my grandmother. It's called Miss Jones. So a little bit of it is like asking her questions. But then also it's also me talking to the Lord, a little bit. So it's a mixture of the both.
All right, well, let's get into it. I'm interested. Sound like a story to me. Let's go. Me and Mrs. Jones. Never mind. Yeah, y'all, I just aged myself. I told you it's in my head. The music is the vibe.
I want love, but I'm confused on how to show it. See, my feelings, I want them on the sleeve, but I learned how to show them. Being bottled up wasn't myself. It turned me to a poet. Writing music is therapeutic. I'm just really writing poems. Never wanted attention because I'm scared as ever, but I got to do it because it's making me better. It's going to reimburse my moms for the nights I ain't tell her what her son was going through, give him maximum effort. Young kid rhymed with grandma, first time I heard heifer. I ain't know what it meant. The person did something to upset her. Blues Oldsmobile, the love that she's showing is special. I know why she prays so much and read scriptures. She cussed them out, apologized, and got tickled. Grandma pretty smile at the dimples. These riches, they gon' trickle. Generational wealth is what I'm trying to picture. You gotta respect me. I ain't give up on one hell of a nigga. Peace.
Now that right there was written with love, y'all. Let's go. Hey, I think I just told somebody the other day we need to bring that word back. Hey, I love that he put that in that piece because if you remember your grandmama, my grandmother's no longer here, but yeah, that might, if she did curse, that might be her curse word because she ain't doing too much cursing. You know what I'm saying? So that's like the biggest curse word they said back then. So I love the honesty in that piece, man. T, it's on you. Ooh. Yay, yay.
Hey.
Hey. So you already know it. So you juggle so many creative roles. How do you keep your voice grounded across so many different platforms? I watch you on TikTok. I watch you on Facebook. I mean, I watch you on so many different platforms doing so many different things, from moving with rhythm, y'all, to actually singing, to, you know what I'm saying, to all of that. So how do you keep yourself grounded across so many platforms doing that?
Spirit. Divinely guided, divinely guided. That's it. Because like you said, I'm everywhere, and so whatever I feel called to in my heart, that's what I do. And since I love to do everything, I do a little bit of everything. And I really, before anything else, I want to I thank you, Poppy. Thank you, Poppy's Poetry Corner, even on Facebook. And you know what I'm saying, that last month, that catapulted me. Like, that brought something out of me that I've been missing for so long. And
what
even Allie's poetry.
No, I thank you. So y'all, she's talking about the contest we did in Poppy's Poetry Corner. And y'all, it was only a 4-vote difference. When I say 4 votes, I mean literally 4 votes. Both queens showed out all month. And it was other people that joined the contest.
LA.
You had, both queens showed out, but the contest was just to get our pens moving, and it just had a prize at the end just to get the pen moving. When I tell y'all, I tapped in just to see the unique ways that you were making those videos and doing certain things that it felt like to me like y'all was kind of mirroring each other. Like, nah, today I'm gonna do mine like this, and today I'm coming like this, and I enjoy every bit of it. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you around the board, baby. You show so much support to P.P.C. off and on this screen. You commenting, you in the group, you on all my pages. So with that being said, that's why you really a big friend. You know what I'm saying? It ain't too many. I say, hey, big friends, but don't nobody be knowing who I'm talking about. Y'all know now. I be talking about T. I be talking about Cams. I be talking about, I be talking about the people who really be on that frequency with me. But like I said, I chitter chatter all day about this. But nah, thank you. No, seriously, thank you. What's the second piece you're getting into tonight?
The second piece, all of these, I was out in nature and the wind was blowing. I was like, whatever you choose, that's what I'm gonna read. You know what I'm saying? So this is the last one. It's called Lyrical Smoke.
Lyrical Smoke, and it's really blowing in the wind. Ain't got my attention just because we talking about smoke. Who want it? I do as soon as we get off. Hold
on. Oh, okay. These words I write, I read, I take them in. They feed me inspiration, motivation to keep going. The words be fire. I inhale the smoke of my desires. I create from the words. I should probably start memorizing them so they can stick to my being like a tattoo on my heart, all in my skin. My pen and paper, once read, turns into vapors, plenty for all to savor. We might need to sign a waiver. In peace.
See, Keynote's gonna tell you I'm just her co-host. But coming from the host with the most, baby, that was fire. Just like that shit I be smoking. Let's go.
I'm telling you, it was firing over too fast. Like that shit I be smoking, man. I was like, hold up. Wait a minute. I wasn't ready. Y'all know we're going to keep this show right on going, man. Aaron, it's on you. Y'all know I be waiting on that camera to come on. Yeah, he might be indisposed, so you already know I'm going to run it back around and swap. You in there? I be trying to get the camera. There it is. Whoop, there it is. Suave say, nah, I'm here. Hold on.
right, Swab. So, of course, your second question would be, what's the message you hope young women take away from your performances?
That you have power, that
Mhm.
your voice matters, and don't let nobody tell you no different. Being, somebody else said this, but being yourself will take you farther any than anything else. It'll take you farther than your looks. It'll take you farther than what you can do for somebody. Just being who
Mhm.
you are, genuinely being who you are, unafraid, unashamed of who you are, being confident in yourself, baby. That'll build a world. That'll build a business. Yeah.
I love that. In other words, in short, be unapologetically you,
You hear
baby,
me?
and do what you do. I love that, like you about to do right now. What's that second piece?
This piece is called Painted Compliments.
Hey, I'm out.
All right. Let's get to it. Let me stop. Dear audience, paint me as a villain, the bad guy. No. Better yet, paint me as a monster, a mass murderer. You see, I got some stories that I have Christians praying for a stroke of hope with their hands to the ceiling with faces of disbelief, hoping that this wasn't real fantasy or just a dream. Predisposed after shortly realizing that the only real fear that I have ever really had was me. Allow me to give you the real tea on why people paint these compliments for me as if I were the Taylor suitor buying these lies people persistently, perpetually propose, projecting promises, potential potency, possibly already Baroque. Because in these dark periods, that's when the truth of a seasonal person's focal point shines the brightest. Intentionally leading me on this stage to receive false praise and accolades from the very souls who try to victim blame, projecting shame. And no, this is not me throwing shade, just me trying to understand more because they say, OMG. Suave, you should smile more. You have such a beautiful smile. So subsequently, I paint on a smile that is encaptured and lingers for a while, but in reality, this smile is stitched at the seams to keep the bare naked truth that everyone is as innocent as the bystander until something said triggers you to be enraged and disengaged. But the show must continue, so hey. OMG. Suave, I just love your voice. I could listen to you all day. But do you listen to the words that I even say? And I don't care about getting paid. I just want to ensure that a life is willingly saved because I know what it's like to choose between homelessness and being a safe space, being the unpopular vote in a dire decision like relating relationships, a living life, and choosing a grave and choosing family over living a God lived life. So when I step off this mic, don't applaud me. And don't ask me why my music is delayed or why I stay to myself for a couple of days, because genuine love always makes ways to support me in numerous different ways in this interdependent battle I'm fighting every single day. So once again, when I leave this stage, please, I beg you, please don't applaud me. Because in reality, most of y'all turn your backs in the faces of people like me in every single way, exploring exploitations eagerly just to get a half of a whole. And I'm not just talking about paychecks. So Savior, constantly checking for me comments because I sure ain't paying any negative naysaying Nancy a sense of my time or a piece of my mind. Because you didn't realize. These bars you generalize, generally gaslighting, comment, content, contrasting, completely unrelated to the truth that I'm saying. I've lived in these lines that I once previously stated. So secretly, sincerely, between me and you, Suave, I'm so proud of you and the changes you've been growing through. And don't forget, never let an audience claps for you validate you, because they can't live for you. even if they be kin to you. Deep down, often notice they don't even defend for you. And that's tough. So signing this, talk within, my heart will lift the best gift that I could ever get. Sincerely speaking, Shay.
Man, I hope your ass ain't broke, cause that shit, that was a stack. Okay, well, maybe it was 100. Okay, well, you kept it a buck, man.
Jack, I know we ain't supposed to be cursing tonight, but damn, yeah, man, I'm gonna have to run that one back. That was not only bar heavy, but it was message heavy. And boy, yeah, Rare. Hey, Rare. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that one spoke to me. See, I see you too. I know. You set up on that thing like, hold on. Me too. Okay, so man, let's see if we can get Aaron back around. Woo, wee, that one got me piped. Aaron, you ready? Yeah, he ready. I see that hand. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. All right, man. So let's go ahead and get to your yeah, we definitely making this world a better place. You know what I'm saying? What's the most powerful reaction you've received from anyone, from someone connecting with your poetry?
I've had people cry after listening to the poetry breakdown. Say they need to hear it, and we're vessels. Like, it's not even ours; it's to give away. And I think that's whether real power lies is understanding that you're actually being used, and you can see that in real time. And that's where the praise goes back to God, because all wisdom comes from God. So it's powerful to see lives be impacted by the gifting that He's given us. So yeah.
Facts on that. Facts. I love it. So what's the second piece you're giving us?
So let me ask you this. So if because I've never really done like features on YouTube before, but if I exit out and I go to my notepad, can y'all still see me? Can you see me right now?
I don't know. I ain't never. Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Cool. So that means I got to spit something that I got memorized. Let me get back in.
Well, let's do it then. The memory is a good thing. I can't remember.
Stop playing.
I can't remember much of nothing. I told y'all what I be doing. Man. I need my remedies. What I usually do is split screen, but I've never tried that on here. So yeah. So just go off the top, man. The top, speak from your soul, brother. I'm gonna get out of here.
Yeah. I got stuff I got memorized. All right, let's do it. So here we go. When they realized you were there for good, there for us. Shit, I was there for love. No bluff, no lie. I mean, why wouldn't they try or feel sympathetic at the tears in your eyes? I mean, the tears that you cried, expressions of pain, saying, Lord, please help them. How I prayed for her change. But she wouldn't change. She just stayed the same, projecting past pains, past shames, past lanes. That shit you put on me, well, I wasn't them. Girl, what the fuck was you thinking? From your trauma it stemmed. The outcome was grim. The title was sin. The story was us when the credits rolled in. No applause, no cause, no forging a win. You smeared me to them. No reversing it then. Talking third person in emails that you sent. No, I'm not that guy that you paint. It's so faint, it's so blurred, abstract, with a verb on alert, guard down. I knew better but found excuses because I wanted loved and you used it, abused it, misused it, bruised it and moved it behind you. I find it so sad in my eyes, the pain that you have from those other guys, the abuse that you took when they blackened your eye. They threw bleach on your clothes, but I'm not one of those. With every ounce of my soul, tried to water your rose. Hoping we grow, I was lost in confusion. I gave it all to you just to lose it. Imagine hurting the man that God sent you to heal. Called you after the fact, trying to rewind the reel. But I can't play it back because it's lost in the past. I mean, pieces of me is what you have. So I stop and I think. Won't smoke, won't drink. Will swim, won't sink. Will hope, will ink. Affirmations, confirmations that you weren't the one. You left me, God grabbed me, said, come here, my son. No, she is not for you, so please don't stress. I was never in it. How could I bless it? This is not rejection. This is protection. Take your pain and project it on me. Don't grieve. It's just a lesson. For in weakness, my strength is perfected. Believe it, although you can't see it. I'm still writing your story. Son, stay aligned and don't go before me. The love that I'll send, I'm still building your queen. She'll be all that you want and all that you dreamed. But I'm working on her like I'm working on you. Soothing her heart while I'm sanding your grooves. Don't stress on tomorrow. Work with today. I've seen it all play. Pray. Poem.
That was so heartfelt. I felt it beating out my chest. Oh.
Yeah, man, that was one for the books right there, too. Whoo, he went from heartache to, it was a roller coaster ride, y'all, and I love being on this ride tonight. Tonight has been an absolutely amazing show, man. Y'all know I got these church announcements. Don't forget to tap into that Cash App. Don't forget, man, Saturday, we have my bro, MBK, Mr. Paul Cram himself on Louisiana Lyricist Lounge for right now. And we're going to have our very own Mystic Pound Cake, who will be the feature for this week right here coming up. Y'all know I'm trying to get to that dang on flyer. Hold on. Yeah, that right there. She gonna be on Louisiana Lyricist Lounge this week right here. So y'all make sure that y'all tap in right here on the YT. And y'all already know. Oh, and that's at 8 EST. And y'all already know I only flip with the dopest, like Coastal Sunflower Body Scrubs, all natural, everything, baby. So make sure you tap in and get yourself some. Also, if you want to catch me live, you know where to show up to. May 31st, baby. I will be at Central Saturdays, hosted by the one and only Jay Simone and Walker Erotica. And guess what? It's going to be hot in that spot. They got the one and the only Godiva. If y'all don't know who that is, that's Yoshi the Dragon, baby, and she gonna be spitting that fire. And they also got the spotlight by the one and only Ty Black. So make sure y'all tap in. Tickets on sale right now, Eventbrite, and maybe don't meet me there, beat me there, and I'll be there pretty early because I'll be at the door. So tap in, y'all. Thanks again for spending y'all Wednesday nights with me, man. So hold up, let's go ahead and close this thing on out the right way, man. Let's do it. King?
What's going on?
Hey, everything, man. So, same question almost. What keeps you grounded as you inspire so many others through your poetry and through your platform?
Repeat it one more time.
What keeps you grounded? Because you inspire so many people through your poetry and your platform. Not just your poetry, but your platform itself is an uplifting platform. So how do you keep yourself grounded with giving out so much of yourself?
So one thing that I've always said is when we give out, we should be giving from our overflow. All right. So if we think of ourselves as a bottle, like a bottle of water, right? When we're giving out, you know what I'm saying, we have to be filled up in order for the overflow to take place. And that's where we give in that overflow, right? So Jesus is how I stay grounded. He keeps me filled up. You know what I'm saying? So Lord keeps me filled up so that I'm able to give out from the overflow. And that's it. So that's through prayer. I just stay connected through prayer and just the daily faith. So
Hey, I love that. He be like, Jesus, take the wheel and let go for real. That's what you call faith. You know what I'm saying? He let him steer his life, guide him, her, him, whatever you say it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty spiritual around this corner. So what's the second piece you're giving us tonight?
So the second piece, and this is, you talking about pieces, how they make an impact. And this actually is a piece that actually I spit it one time. And somebody had come up to me afterwards, and they were literally about to take their own life. And they came up to me afterwards and were like, hearing that piece, they feel like pressing on, and they're going to press on. They're choosing to press on. And so, so this piece is called Perseverance.
Hey, give me that energy. I already know what kind of energy is coming with. Let me get out the way.
All right. What's life? And why am I here? Thoughts rushing through my mind telling me persevere, but how can I when things aren't clear? Confused about my next step, I contemplate for past experiences, trying to pay for my own sins. When will my freedom come? When will I rise like the sun on a summer day? I pray, but sometimes I feel God's not listening. I get caught up in the daily routines of life, sometimes find it difficult separating wrong from right or even up from down. I'll drown in this pool of doubt. There's got to be something more. Got to find my way out. Seems like I take 3 steps forward and 2 steps back. My focus is distorted. Looking at life through tunnel vision, thinking of how clear things would be if I could just see the ending. But then that would be bending the rules, tools of the enemy's soul to keep me off track. But mama said, don't fear because God's got your back. She said, keep your head to the sky and your thoughts in the clouds. And if I'm going to heaven, I would not be proud. See, I don't know what the future holds, but I know who holds the future. And as long as God's got my hand, I don't have to understand. So I'm faced with 2 options. Just sit here or press. And this time around, I think I'll press. Yes, press on to take hold of that for which Christ took hold of me until I rise like the sun. I'll press. Forgetting things of the past and straining towards what's ahead, I'll press. Knowing that I'm Holy Spirit led. Fed by the word of God, I'll trot over obstacles in my path. I'll press. Yes, my destiny shall be fulfilled as I'm stilled, knowing that he is God and I'm not. I'll press, knowing that greater is he that's in me than he that's in the world. I'll press, keeping my head to the sky, not asking why me, but instead, why not me? For yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, still I press, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they come from me, for I walk by faith, so I don't have to see. I'll press, knowing that my breakthrough is just one prayer away. And I do serve a God that hears every word that I say, so I'll just lay my life down so that he can sin, and devil, you can keep the change because Christ paid for my sin. I'll press. And I won't stop pressing, knowing that after one more trial, I've learned just one more lesson. I'm pressing, knowing that, yes, I was born for a reason. But see, before my harvest comes, I must press into my season. I'll press until my faith and my works become one. I will press through the pain. I will press through the storm. I will press to the mark. I will press till I've won. I will press. Even when I feel a hope is gone. Even when I'm all out of options at the end of my rope. And I feel la hope is gone. Y no es posible para sentir nada dentro de mi corazón. I'll choose to stop, refocus, pray, and press on. Yes, sir, please.
What you looking in the mirror and saw me or something? Cause that piece was beautiful, miss. I meant beautiful, man.
No cap, that piece was not only beautiful, it was powerful, man. Y'all know when I have my little depressed moments, because I have some depression. I always flip it and I say I pressed on. Spell depression. Y'all already know what it is, but man, what a show. Make sure that you wake up with gratitude so it shows in your attitude so you can reach those major altitudes, baby. And guess what? We out, y'all. Yeah, man, mental health awareness. We in there, and I feel it, y'all.
Yeah, man, so we made it to the end of another tremendously dope show. Y'all already know Key-Note's gonna be thanking y'all tomorrow with her little foo-foo praise dance. Y'all know that's what she praised everybody for tapping on in. You know I go to church too. Like, hey, man, we made it through another show, man, and I like to thank my damn self for being the host with the most, the mother sucker that I am. Yeah, you heard it. I was a bad mother sucker, and I'm out. Let's go.